make me wanna throw my picture out the window. Tell MCI to cut the phone.
Wow.
Hello my loves, thanks for clicking on this video. It's Maya Marie, the DIY beauty guru. I do everything from hair tutorials to lash tutorials because yes, you can do it yourself without it looking crazy. So today we're installing a half wig curly, and I forgot where I got this wig from. I will let you know in the description box below with the link and everything, but I wouldn't even call this an install. It was so easy. With this hairstyle, it's going to be protective. That means we are doing minimal leave out. You can see that I have a few pieces in the front and then I left some edges out depending on what side I decided to part the hair. So I detangled and wet the hair. So get you any type of Eco Styler gel, and what you want to do is section the hair off and create those big juicy coils that are going to go around the entire head. So I'm not coiling every strand of hair, I'm just taking the pieces from the top and coiling them together. So how I do this is by essentially doing a one strand twist and wrapping that around my finger all the way down to the end of the strand. Make sure that it is tight. Like you see, my second hand is holding that coil to make sure that it stays and to make sure that it's tight. Don't really worry about the ends right now. We'll get to that later. Do as many of these as you like that fits your desire and go around the entire head, making sure that you're consistent with your tight coils and the amount of coils that you have. Side note that if you want those big juicy coils, don't be afraid to gather a good amount of hair within each coil. Like this example right here, that's like a good amount of hair that I have within this coil. And so this one is going to stand out and it's going to look really nice. And so my mistake at first was making them too small so that when it dried you can't really see them. But I made sure to fix this error as I went around my head. Continue this process all the way around, and then we'll move on to our ends.
Yo, my men and my women, don't forget about the thing. This is not the most the king, yo. It's about the thing, yo. Feel real good with your hands in the air and lick 2 shots in the It's been 3 weeks since you were looking for your friend, the one you let hit it and never called you again. Remember when he told you he was about to Benjamins? You act like
so now you're done with the majority of the install. Told you it was easy. So we're moving on to the ends. So wet those ends as much as possible. Apply your Eco Styler gel, and you're just gonna basically do the same thing that you did with the rest of the hair and do one strand coils all through the end. Another method that I found to be really useful and last long is using flexi rods. So again, wet the hair, apply your Eco Styler gel, then go ahead and get you some flexi rods that are at most 1/2 inch in width. And you're going to just wrap the hair, wrap the ends around it. Only the ends though. And the same concept goes from when I said the more hair you have into that one coil, the juicier, the bigger it'll look. This is the final result. So apply the same to when you do your ends. Next step, get you a blow dryer, and if you have that diffuser tip on the end of your blow dryer, that's even better. If not, that's a-okay, and you can just scrunch with your hands like I'm doing. Take your time with this. You want to make sure that it's dry all the way out. I tried to air dry it and it just didn't give that same bouncy look at the end, so I recommend drying it with heat. Moving on to the leave out, so apply your heat protectant, don't forget. And I'm using a wand curler, and I'm just wand curling the pieces, and I mean, it's self-explanatory. I'm not really doing nothing special with it. But I do want to say the left side of that part, you see that there is a good amount of hair left out. Later, after this video, I decided that I didn't need that much, and I only had my edges out, and I put some of that hair away because I wanted this to be a truly protective style with the least amount of heat as possible. And I mean, it just flows nicely, looks neater when there's only the edges out and not your hair that you have to worry about combining with the wig hair to make look natural. So just do your edges and that's all. This is the final look. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Comment below the hairstyles you want to see next. Bye! Mwah!